Welcome back to TechnoSajan YouTube channel. So today, not today but yesterday, AMD has launched its Ryzen 7000 CPUs in Texas, and we know pretty much everything like the pricing and which we already knew, but there's some shocks and reveals which I'm going to talk about right now, and it is based on 5 nanometers and 4 architecture, and AMD has claimed as it is purposefully built for faster gaming and content creation. So it is high performance as of now, and it shows like in this benchmark for Geekbench 5.4 single threaded performance 8 bits i9 12900K in every segment, and even Ryzen 5 7600X, which has fewer less cores compared to i9 12900K, easily beats this in single threaded performance for Geekbench 5.4, which is awesome to see nonetheless. And Ryzen 7000 got an uplift of 30% up to 29% in single threaded performance compared to Ryzen 5000 series. It got 13% IPC uplift over Zen 3 and combined it with 5.7 GHz maximum frequency, which is 800 MHz higher than Ryzen 5000. It got a high frequency of 29%, which is higher like in performance gain, which is pretty awesome. So first off in the SKU is Ryzen 9 7950X, which comes at $700, which is $100 cheaper compared to Ryzen 9 5950X. It has same cores at 16 core 32 thread, maximum frequency of 5.7 GHz, 80 MB of cache at 170 watts TDP, and when compared it to Ryzen 9 5950X, in gaming it gets as low as 6% increase and as high as 35% increase, which is nice. But where it shined is in content creation, where it gets uplift of nearly 50% and 30% on the low segment, as you can see on the screen here. And they indeed compared it with Intel i9 12900K, where it got a score impressive 57% uplift in time-lapsed V-Ray render, which is nice. But they compared it with the previous generation of Intel, which is right now, but they should have compared it with the next generation, but it hasn't been launched, like Raptor Lake has not been launched, so it doesn't make sense. The next up in the SKU is Ryzen 9 7900X, which is $50 less at $550, $50 less compared to Ryzen 9 5900X at 12 core 64 thread, high maximum frequency of 5.6 GHz at 76 MB of cache and 170 watts TDP. The third in the line is Ryzen 7 7700X at $400, where it goes 16 thread up to 5.4 GHz boost, 40 MB of L3 cache, 40 MB of cache, and at 105 watts, which is higher compared to previous generation, but nice nonetheless, because you are getting higher frequency as of now. And it outperforms everything, like Ryzen outperforms Intel in many ways, and mostly in energy efficiency, as it has 47% greater higher efficiency compared to previous generation compared to Intel. And Ryzen 5 7600X is the last CPU which has been launched at $300, which is 6 core 12 thread at 5.3 GHz boost and 38 MB of cache and 105 watts. Do note like the TDP has gone up significantly, and you don't get a lower budget CPU as of now. They might launch Ryzen 3 variant later, but we still don't know about it. But Ryzen 5 7600X is the new mid-range CPU as of now, which you need to buy if you want to upgrade. And Ryzen 5 is indeed best, like when it compares to Ryzen i9 12900K, which is current gen high end. It beats in 1080p gaming most of the games, which is pretty awesome. It loses in some, but it outperforms each and every game by upwards of 5%. So yeah, it is pretty much powerful. Along with it, AMD has launched AM5 socket, which comes with 1718 pin LGA socket, upwards of 230 watt socket power delivery, DDR5 and PCIe 5.2 support, and it is in a genius move. It is compatible with AM4 coolers, and AM5 is built on DDR5, so it will support DDR5 4800 upwards of 6400, which we know, and it won't support DDR4 RAM, which is nice and was at the same time. And it supports AMD Expo technology, which is similar to Intel's XAMPP profile. So yeah, it is best for overclocking and stuff. But AMD has gone with PCIe 5.0 and DDR5 because Ryzen benefits from higher frequency cache. And do note, like DDR5 overclocking is one click from Expo profile, So one click and your memory will be overclocked, so which is nice, and it can enhance it up to by 11%. And at launch you will get up to 15 kits by well-known brand like Editor, Corsair, G-Skill, Kingston. So yeah, nice nonetheless, like they are giving it. Along with it, 8PCF 5.0 will be supported and drivers will be available very soon. And they had launched like X670 Extreme, X670, which is going to be available in September, and B550 and B650 and B650 Extreme, which is available from October. And do note, Extreme variant will come with both PCIe 5.0 and DDR5 on storage and GPU, but in not Extreme variants it will be only supported on GPU only and not on storage. Do note that in mind. So if you want to go full power, then you need to go with Extreme. And X670 will support more PCIe Gen and more performance, more overclocking headroom compared to P650. We might get a lower variant motherboard, budget motherboard soon, but we still don't know about it. And these are the official pricing, which looks pretty good, and it will be available from September 27. So if you want to buy a Ryzen 7000, just keep this in mind and you can buy it. And that's it from me today. What do you think about this launch event? I thought it was awesome. Sound off your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, share and subscribe, and I will meet you in the next one. Peace out.